wasn't really a tough decision, to be honest. I don't know why. I think for anybody else it maybe was, but yeah, that's a fight that I want. That's a fight that I've been asking for. I wouldn't be asking for it if I didn't feel like I wanted it. Obviously, in an ideal world, I would have liked longer to train. I would have liked longer than a really short amount of time notice. But I believe everything happens for a reason. I believe that it's going to help me somehow. Whatever that is, I'll find out on Saturday. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it.
If we see Tom Aspinall at 100% normally, what percentage, to the best that you could say, are we going to get of you when you step in that Octagon Saturday?
That's a good question. I can't lie and say like I'm my fittest ever, because I'm not.
Yeah.
But also, there's been times that I've not had a fight when I've been way further away than what I am now. I've still been training. I was training every day. I was looking after my body. I've got training partners who are fighting soon, so I was helping them out with the training and the sparring and stuff. So yeah, I'm in relatively, I'm happy. Like 2.5 weeks is enough time to switch on your mind, to get in the mode of fighting, to mentally prepare yourself. Yeah, I'd say I was around, 80-90%. Like, I'm not too far away, man. I feel good.
I'm sure you do it too when you think of matchups and how good or bad a fight could potentially be. This feels like it could be a great fight with the way you guys knock your opponents out. I mean, it feels like it's going to be one of those great fights, at least from a fan's perspective. How do you view the matchup? What are the challenges Sergey presents? We know the power and all that. Talk to me about fighting this guy and what this fight looked like.
Well, to be honest with you, I hope it's not a great fight. I hope that it's a complete one-way shutdown and I'm the one swinging the hammer. Do you know what I mean?
I get
I
it.
don't want it to go both ways.
I get it.
But yeah, Sergey brings a lot to the table, man. You can't look at his fights and be like, this is what he does wrong and this is what he does right. The guy's absolutely steamrolling everybody. The biggest advantage that I've got to all my opponents, not just Sergey, is like, good luck finding a guy 6'5" and 260 who moves like I do. Like, I believe that I'm seriously one of a kind. And you might have all the heavyweights in the world in the gym to prepare with, but there's absolutely none of them that move like I do. And you can't prepare for me. Simple as that. It's that simple. It's impossible to prepare for someone like me, because I believe I'm seriously one of a kind in the way that I move, the way that my outlook on fights, the way that I make decisions is unprecedented for a heavyweight, and that's what I have over him. Yeah, is that.
Right. It's not like you can just go find one of you on the street and bring them in to mimic what you do. It doesn't exist.
Exactly.
Does Madison Square Garden, does that mean anything to you? Obviously, understanding you're from the UK, you obviously know of some of the massive events over the years, boxing that have happened, Muhammad Ali. We know all the things that have happened at Madison Square Garden. Would it mean anything special to be in that building and to win the title under those circumstances?
Of course. Like you say, I'm from the UK, but we still know. Like, I personally know that Madison Square Garden is the most prestigious arena in the world for a combat athlete. Like, I think that's globally known. So yeah, there's two places that I wanted to fight. Being a UK guy, I always wanted to fight in the O2 Arena, and I've headlined the O2 3 times now. So I'm not saying I'm done with the O2. Like, if they ask me to fight there again, I'll definitely do it. But the next place I wanted to fight was Madison Square Garden. Anywhere in the world, like, I would rather be. There's nowhere else in the world that I would rather be on Saturday night, honestly, truly, hand on heart, than in there fighting. So I can't wait for it.
That's amazing. What's the plan, Tom? Obviously, you go, you fight, you're interim champion. Is the plan to wait for Stipe and John to fight, and then you fight the winner sometime mid to late next year? What do you know? What's the plan here?
I don't have a plan right now. Right now, I took the fight on 2 weeks' notice.
Right.
I'm just doing everything I can to prepare for that. I didn't have a visa. I had some issues with getting my visa and stuff as well. So it was scrambling around between training and trying to get my visa and all kinds of stuff. Before you know it.
No. Did they help you? Did the UFC help? Did someone?
Yeah,
help
of course.
You? Okay.
Of course, but it was tricky still. Before you know it, I'm frigging on a plane flying across the world to New York. Massive time difference, and now I'm adjusted and here and ready to fight in a few days. So it's just all been a big whirlwind. I've no idea what's going on next. I'll think about that when this is over.
Right. Yeah. Here I am asking you to predict what happens mid next year. Um, Let me get you out of here on this one. What would it mean to you to, you've been fighting for all these years, all the training sessions, all the fights. What would it mean to you to be a UFC champion?
Oh, it mean the absolute world. It mean that all the sacrifices. To be honest with you, it'd be the cherry on top of what everything that I've done because right now I'm providing a really good life for myself and my family through doing what I love, which is relatively unheard of. You know, I'm financially secure at 30 years old. I've got a house and cars and kids and everything. Like I'm really, really happy in my life. But this would just be a cherry on top. Like it's really, really rare that somebody can make a lot of money from doing something they love, and I'm fortunate enough to say that I've done that. And if I can be a world champion on top of that, which I believe that I can, that's a cherry on top.